we're in a socialist utopia, the fact that abortion is illegal is basically, first of all, it's not a socialist utopia at that point, because socialism, you can't have that level of inequality and non-consent there. So it isn't socialist. But whatever, you wanted to say like all of those things but that, why is it illegal in that society? Because it's unnecessary, because you just described a society in which the only people who end up giving birth are people who want to give birth.
I mean, you could say that there maybe in this society that, you know, the hypothetical, maybe there are people who have sex just for recreation, but, you know, they have their birth control, but there's that 1% where it slips through, something happens, an accident occurs, and then in that society, that would be the scenario where you wouldn't be able to terminate
the society you described is better than this society, but there is no such thing as a society where I would stop working to make society better.
So let's say you have the switch where you can either change this, you can either have this society or that society. Which one would you pick?
This is a purposeless endeavor, because you're just sitting there and going, we've already told you what our values actually are. So now we're playing like, yeah, but a hypothetical. And we could also get high and talk about what we would do with a fucking dragon, dude.
You know, even if there's there's decisions that result in your own personal pain, I would choose those decisions over essentially taking away
so you're pro-choice
potential life.
Great, you would choose. And I think you love the ability to choose. You love that you don't live in a country where if you got pregnant, Marcus, that the country would tell you you have to terminate the pregnancy, right? And you would choose, and you value the option to choose. So you're pro-choice.
And I think as a society, we need to make more decisions that aid others, maybe even at our own detriment. I think that's the biggest problem we have in society. And I think
great. So advocate for socialism. Go work on that, and you won't have to worry as much about abortions.